everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Autumn here today to do my September TBR. So my September TBR is going to be my Becca's Bookoplathon TBR. This is a month-long readathon hosted by Becca from Becca in the Books, which I'll leave her channel down below and her announcement of her going through the rules and the board. And yeah, so I am filming this on the 14th of August when she announced it. So I am most likely going to read a lot of these books in August. And if I do, I will just add some rules in September. But I'm totally fine with it because a lot of these books I've been wanting to read. And also, I haven't been reading for the last 2 months, so me wanting to pick up these books, I'm just gonna do it. So as I said, I will most likely read a lot of these in August, but I will add more rules in September if I finish a lot of these in August. So with that said, I did in Becca's Bookopoly, she usually does 5 rolls. So what I did was use a random number generator from 1 to 30, and I let that pick how many rolls I was going to do, plus any doubles, and I'll insert the clip, and it chose 22. So I have to read 22 books, plus any doubles. As I said, a lot of these are probably going to be read in August, and I'm okay with that, and I will add more rolls in September, depending on how many of these I read in August. So let's see how the rules were. Hi everyone, so in about 30 minutes, Becca from Becca the Books is gonna premiere her Bookopoly TBR or Readathon that happens in September, and I'm gonna do something crazy. I was originally only gonna do 5, but I'm like, you know what, I have not read for the last 2 months, really pushed myself, so I'm gonna randomize a number between 1 and 30 because there's 30 days in September, and I'm gonna have the random number generator pick the number I'm gonna start with, and then I will do that plus any doubles. So here it is, and I'm gonna generate it, and it's 22. Okay, so I'm gonna do 22 rolls for the Bookopoly, and any doubles. So hopefully it's nice to me, and yeah, but 22 rolls, and go from there. Roll number 1 is 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Published set before 1990 or 1999 or before. Roll number 1 was published set in 1999 or before. And for this one, I am going to read Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. This is a historical fiction book that is set in 1741, I think. So I am counting it for this because it is set before 1999. This is a pirate historical fiction. I don't know much else. I don't really think I'm going to enjoy this one because I don't typically enjoy historical fictions, romances. But I do have this on audio. I think this is my first pirate book, so I know a lot of people love this book. So I don't know, but I'm excited to read this. This also will be my first Pam Godwin book, and it's super gorgeous. This is the Mystic one. So I'm super excited to read this.
Roll number 2 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Pub sets since the year 2020. Okay.
Roll number 2 was published set since the year 2020, and for this, that just means a book that is published after 2020. So this one, I'm going to read one of my arcs, and that is The Next 365 Days by Bianca Lipson. I never could say that name. I'm so sorry. But this is the third book in the 365-day trilogy. And this one technically came out in August. I think it came out last week, but on NetGala it says it comes out in September. So I'm gonna read this, and I have it on audio, and I'm excited to finish this trilogy. It's a mafia book that's translated to English, so I'm super excited to finish this.
Roll number 3 is a double, and it's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. TBR game. Roll number 3 for Becca's Bookoplathon was TBR game. So here's my TBR game, and I am gonna roll. And it is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is bought in 2019.
Roll number 3 was a double, and I landed on TBR game, and I played my TBR game, and the roll I landed on for my TBR game was bought in 2019, and I went through my Kindle, and the book that I jumped out of me first was Darkness Embrace by Tilly Cole. This is the 8th? Something. I think 8th. It could be the 9th. I don't know 100%. Book in the Hades Hangman series, and one of the few ones in that series that I've not read. So I really need to finish this. This is a motorcycle club dark romance series that I really enjoyed, and I need to continue, and I'm super excited to read this one.
Roll number 4, and it is a double, and it is 2. So 1, 2, a chance. So roll number 4 was chance. So I'm just gonna pull a book from my TBR jar that I really don't use anymore, but this has a lot of books that I probably haven't read. So I'm just gonna use this. So we're just gonna pull, and if a chance that I have read it, I will pull again, and it is Kiss It Better by Linda Cage, which I have not read. So yes, definitely be reading that.
Roll number 4 was another double, and I landed on chance, and I pulled up a card or thing from my TBR jar, and it was Kiss It Better by Linda Cage, and yeah, so this is a romance by Linda Cage, one of my favorite authors. I really enjoyed her Fallen Men, or Forbidden Men series. So I'm excited to read this. I have it signed, and it is on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm excited to read this one.
Roll number 5 is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Futures a Mystery.
Role number 5 was Futures a Mystery. And for this one, it's going to be a reread, but it is going to be The Insiders by Tijin. This is a romantic suspense that does a little bit have a mystery type thing. This follows Bailey, who doesn't know her dad, and then she finds out who her dad is, and then there's someone trying to kill her. So I'm super excited to reread this. I do have this one on audio, and yeah, super excited to reread this.
Roll number 6 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Multiple perspectives.
Roll number 6 was multi-perspective, and for this one I am going to read Dark Notes by Pam Godwin. This is a professor-student book. Again, forbidden, age gap, some of my favorite things, and yeah, it's also very gorgeous, mystic cover. Have this one on audio and super excited to read this. And it is told in multi-perspective. I did look. So, yes.
Roll number 7 is 11, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Spring.
Roll number 7 was spring, and for this one, I'm just gonna do a book that has the word spring in the title, and that is The River in Spring by Leslie Pike, sorry. And this is from Romance Revealed, and this is book 2 in the Lion Family series. On Church, they had the whole series on sale, so I just got all of them on audio from Church. So, small town book. Have not read a Leslie Pike book before, so I'm interested to see if I like this.
Roll number 8 is a double, so now I'm at 25 rolls, and it's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings.
Roll number 8 was a double, and I landed on buildings. So for this one, I am going to do Finding London by Ellie Wade. As you can see, there are buildings in the background, and I'm tapping it because I don't have very many that have buildings. So, also, this is book 1 in the Flood Heart series. I've been really wanting to read this book for so long and just haven't picked it up. And this came out in 2016. So I've probably been wanting to read that since 2016 when I saw it when it first came out. And I just haven't picked it up. I've read a few Ellie Wade books before and really enjoyed them. So I'm excited to read this one. I do just get the audiobook because if you have the Kindle version, it was $7.49, and I just bought it. I am super excited to read this and see what I think of it.
Roll number 9 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Published set in 2019.
Roll number 9 was published set in between 2000 and 2019. And the book I am going to read for this one is Moth to a Flame by Cambria Herbert. This came out in 2019. So published in 2019. This is a romantic suspense. I recently just read her newest release, Wet, which was a romantic suspense, and I'm super excited to read this one. This one I think deals with a Hollywood actor or actress, someone in the business in Hollywood, and a serial killer. But I could be wrong. But I'm excited to read this. So yeah.
Roll number 10 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Favorite setting?
Roll number 10 was favorite setting, and one of my favorite settings is like a small town setting. So I am going to read Part of Me by Kelly Elliott. This comes out in September, and this is book number 2 in the Seaside Chronicles series, which is one of her newer series, and I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm excited to continue on reading this one. And this one's set in Maine, in a small town in Maine, so I really love Kelly Elliott's books, so yes, they have like the perfect setting that I really enjoy. So I'm super excited to read this one.
Roll number 11 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mood read.
Roll number 11 is landed on mood read, and originally I wasn't gonna put anything for this book, but when I was figuring out all of the other books, I was like, no, I'm just gonna put this one down, and that is Dismount by Lucia Franco. This is book number 5 in the Off Balance series, and this is a gymnast that falls in love with her coach series. It is very forbidden, and yeah, so I'm excited to finish off the series, but yeah.
Roll number 12 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is big book over 500 pages.
Roll number 12, I landed on big book over 500 pages, and for this I am going to read Credence by Penelope Douglas. I've been meaning to read this. It's been on a few TBRs this year, and I just haven't got around to it. I have it on audio, and I mean, this book is obviously over 500 pages. It is 630 pages, so definitely over 500 pages. I don't really know that much about this book, and I don't really want to. I mean, I know a little bit, but not like a lot. So, but I'm very excited to read this one.
Roll number 13 is a double, so I'm at 26 rolls, and it is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Buildings.
Roll number 13 was a double, and I landed on buildings again. So I am going to read Keeping London, which is book number 2 in the Flawed Heart series by Ellie Wade. Again, it has the same buildings, Skyland, and I'm going to count it because I really want to read the series, and it fits.
Roll number 14 is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. TBR game. Number 14, roll number 14 was TBR game. So again, I'm just gonna roll, and it is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bookworm box.
Roll number 14 was TBR game, and again, I just played my TBR game, and the prompt I landed on was Bookworm Box, and for this one, I am going to be reading Return to Us by Corinne Michaels. This is book 1 in the Willow Creek Valley series. This is a small town second chance romance, I'm pretty sure. So I'm excited to read this. I've read a few Corinne Michaels books and have enjoyed them, so I'm excited to read this one. And this one is just gorgeous. I love this special edition bookworm box. So yes, super excited to read this one.
Roll number 15 is 3. So 1, 2, 3. A random letter. Roll number 15 was random letter, so I'm gonna generalize, and it's F.
Roll number 15 was letter, and I did the letter generator that Becca listed in her documents, which I'll insert a clip of me doing, and it picked F, and for the book I'm reading is going to be Finding Kyler by Siobhan Davis. This is book 1 in the Kennedy Boys series. I've had this for so long on my Kindle and audio, and I was like, it's about time I read this. So I think I have the first 6 on audio and just haven't listened to them. So I was like, yes, it's perfect time. I don't really know what this is about. So, but I know this one is very loved by people. And I'm excited to read this and see how I feel.
Roll number 16 is a double, so I am at 27 rolls, and that is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Futures, a mystery.
Roll number 16 was a double, and I landed on Futures and Mystery again. And for this one, it's another reread, and it is book number 2 in the Insider Trilogy by Tijin, which is The Damage. Again, this is a romantic suspense series, and I'm super excited to read this. I have this one on audio. Both the Insider and The Damage I actually read physically because I had arts of them. So I'm excited to listen to them this time around. But yes, I'm super excited to read this again.
Roll number 17 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Winter.
Roll number 17 was Winter, and for this one I have The Beach in Winter by Leslie Pike. This is book number 1 in the Leon family series. Again, I have this on audio from Chirp, and I'm excited. This was a romance reveal book, so it is signed, and again, I don't know much else about this. I think this is set in Maine, but I could be wrong. But yeah.
Roll number 18 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go randomize your TBR.
So roll number 18 was Go Randomize Your TBR. This is the only one I did not put a book to because I'm not quite sure how I want to randomize my TBR yet. This one I may combine with one of the other prompts I have because I think I'm going to just put all of the books in a wheel and spin that, and that's going to be how it randomizes my TBR, and that will be like the first book I read in September. So, or I may just put all of the new releases I'm excited for in September and have it randomize that. I don't know how I'm going to randomize my TBR, but I will most likely do the first one and have it pick a book throughout the month. Already one of the prompts. I think is how I'm going to do it, but I don't know. Or I may just pick a random book off of my shelf or my Kindle and just say random book off of TBR. So I don't know about that one, so I don't have a book.
Roll number 19 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chance. Roll number 19 was chance, and again, I'm just using my TBR jar. So let's shake it, and this one. Dropping like 5. Okay, and this one is Dangerous Hearts by K.K. Allen. Okay.
Roll number 19 was chance. And again, I just picked a book from my TBR jar, which I will insert a clip. And the book it chose was Dangerous Hearts by K.K. Allen. This is book 1 in the Stolen Melody Duet series. I have this one on audio. And yeah, so it's super pretty. Again, it's signed. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I don't really know anything about this, so.
Roll number 20 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pub set in 2019.
Roll number 20 is published set in 2000 to 2019, and this one, okay, I'm super hyped to read this one. I just don't know if I'm gonna like it. So the book I picked is Sick F by Tilly Cole. This is a dark romance. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. But I have 2 really gorgeous editions. Well, this is the original edition, and then this is the Mystic Box edition. And it's super gorgeous. So I'm excited to read this. But again, it's really dark, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. So I'm kind of scared, but I have loved all of Tilly Cole's books. So I would assume I really will love this too, but I'm hesitant. But I'm excited to read this. But yes, look at how pretty it is. I'm super excited.
Roll 21 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Favorite genre.
Roll number 21 was favorite genre, and my favorite genre is romance. But I know this is a spot on the board, but I also picked one of my favorite tropes, and the one I've been really wanting to read, which is age gap, taboo, forbidden, sports romances, all combined into one book, and that is Twist by Luisa Franco. This is the 4th book in the Off Balance series, and I am super excited to finish the series and read it. So, yes.
Roll number 22 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Features a mystery.
Roll number 22, I landed on features a mystery. And for this one, I am going to read my arc of The Revenge by Tijin. This comes out in September. I think this comes out on September 13th. So I'm super excited to finish this trilogy. Again, this is a romantic suspense book, and I'm super excited to see how it ends. And yeah, so.
Roll 23 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Multi-perspective.
Roll number 23 was multi-perspective. And for this, I am going to read a little short novella, which is Concave by Penelope Douglas. This is book 3.5 in the Devil's Night series. I have this on audio. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I thought I would just be nice to myself and read this. I've been wanting to finish the series anyways, so it works. And yeah, so
Roll 24 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Community shelf. So roll number 24 was community shelf, and in this little thing I have prompts, some community shelf cards from Becca's Bookoplathon 2020 and other prompts that I've had in the past. So I'm just going to pull it from this jar, and I want this one. And again, I dropped like 20. And this is a big book. Okay. I know you probably won't be able to see it, but it's big book. So, yay.
roll 24 is community shelf, and I just used my prompt jar that I have, and I got big book. So for this one, I am going to be reading Nightfall by Penelope Douglas. This is the 4th book in the Devil's Night series. This book, I think, is like 700 and something pages. It's like, it says 752 pages. So it is a big book. And I also have this one on audio, and I am looking forward to finishing this series. There is one more novella after this, but then I will have finished the series. So yeah, Nightfall for big book.
Roll 25 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pattern and text.
Roll number 25 was pattern and text. So this one was really, really hard for me, because most of the books I have people on the cover, and there are people on the cover, but it has a pattern slash the text is really big, so I'm going with this one, and that is The Truth About Forever, or The Truth About Tomorrow by B. Celeste. This is book number 2 in the Truth Duet, and this is an age gap book. I have this on audio, and I've been really wanting to read this because, again, I know that this one is dark and has an age gap. So I'm excited to read this one. And it's such a gorgeous cover too. It has like musical notes on it, and then roses, and then you could see a woman playing the piano. So yes, that's what I chose for pattern and text.
Roll number 26 is a double, so I'm at 28 rolls, and it is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pub set since the year 2020.
Roll number 26 was a double, and I landed on pub set in since the year 2020. And for this one, I am going to read My Maddie by Tilly Cole. This is the last Hangman series book that is out, and this came out in 2020, if I remember. Yes. So I'm super excited to continue reading this. This is another book from Flame and Maddie, which was book number 3, Souls Unfractured, if I remember correctly. So I'm super excited to finish or catch up on the series because I don't know when another book in the Hades Hangman series is coming out, but it's one of my favorite series, and I love Maddie and Flame. So super, super excited to read this.
Roll 27 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. TBR game. Roll number 27 was TBR game. Again, I'm just gonna roll, and it's 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Audible Plus. So a book from Audible Plus.
Roll number 27. I landed on TBR game, and again, I played my TBR game, and the prompt I got was Audible Plus. And for this, I am going to read Through My Window by Adriana Gotti. And it is a Netflix film. This is translated. It was on Wattpad too, but it is on Audible Plus. And I'm super excited to read this. I've been wanting to read this for a while and just haven't got around to it. So I'm super excited to read this. I will probably watch the film after reading this. So yeah, super excited to read this one.
Roll 28, and hopefully our final roll. And it is a 3. So 1, 2, 3, a random letter. Roll number 28 was letter, so I'm going to randomize, and it is R.
And finally, roll number 28, I landed on letter, and again, I used the random letter generator that Becca provided in her Google Docs, which all of this stuff will be linked down below. And I got the letter R, and for this one, I am going to do Release by Lucia Franco. And this is book number 3 in the Off Balance series, and it starts with the R. And I'm super excited to read this one. I have read the first 2 books in the series, but I'm going to reread those books before I start my September TBR. So I do have this one on audio too, and I'm super excited to finish the series. And yeah, so those are all of the books I plan on reading in September. I actually, the board was fairly nice to me. The random number generator to start off was not, but I only got 6 doubles. It could have gone worse. It could have gone better. But 28 books in 30 days is not too bad. I've done it. I've done more than that too. As I said, I will probably read a lot of these in August. So I will add more books in September, more rolls if I need to. And I am trying really hard to finish series that either I have started this year or have started a while ago and just need to catch up on them or finish them. Also, trying to read the books that I bought audiobooks for this year or have bought this year. So I'm very excited to read all of these, and hopefully September is a good reading month for me. And yeah, so if you're participating in Becca's Bookopoly for September, what are you reading and what did you roll? And I'll see everyone later. Bye.